You in the drug testing business? Then stay tuned because you need to hear this. Okay, so y'all know a lot of us are new to the lab industry and we have our own little lingo that we like to speak. However, I wrote down some tips that I wanted to discuss for any newbies that's coming in. Now, when we in our community, listen, we say what we want to say, but when we take it outside of the community, like for marketing and events, you need to know the right terms to use. So let's get into it. So I know a lot of us like to create our own forms when we have clients coming in and out. However, when you are doing any type of DOT testing, you are not supposed to be having them fill out any forms. Now, a typical sign in into your facility just to make sure you keep record of who coming in, which is something most of us do, not everybody, because it's not required. It's just something you just do to see what the traffic is and flow. It's more for your records. But if you have any type of, I wrote some down because I don't want to forget this, y'all. So if you have any kind of consent forms, release, waivers, agreements, anything in that category that you typically would have someone who come in, like you might have someone come in for DNA. That's fine if you want to have them release all liability or trying to come back and sue you or anything like that. But when it comes to DOT, if you look at the rules and regs, this is a big no-no, and a lot of people don't talk about it. We are not allowed to have clients come in under DOT rules and regulations when they're coming in and testing. We are not allowed to have them sign any consent waivers, agreements, consent form, anything of that sort, okay? They will come in with their typical CCF, and that's fine. That's government regulated form that has to be filled out. So other than that, typically we're not supposed to be having them fill out any other forms, okay? One of the reasons why is because they're not our clients. Most of us are collection sites only, which means that a TPA can send you a client that found them. It's typically their client. And they will say, well, this provider is in this area. We're going to send you over here for your collection. It's not our client, it's their client. We're just doing collection only, right? So once you do your collection, you fill out that CCF form and that's done. That client is gone about their business. You may or you may not ever see that client again, you know? However, if you was to go out here to a truck stop and find your own client, that client now is your client. It didn't come from a TPA, but if they're DOT, and they're a truck driver, you're still not allowed to have them fill out any forms other than, like I said, their CCFs, or if you have a typical sign-in, like just a regular name, date for your own records, okay? I hope you're following me. Another thing, when you're marketing your business. Now, you know, in our chats, in our community, we say DOT. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm DOT certified, or I'm non-DOT certified. We say that term a lot, just loosely. However, if you were going into like a marketing event where there's going to be other professionals that know about your business, you have to be careful because we're not supposed to be saying that we are DOT certified. And here's why. The Department of Transportation, DOT, never certified us. That's right. You're not DOT certified. You're a specimen collector, okay? You're a specimen collector that's been certified to do drug testing for DOT workers, okay? Workers, owners, whatever, okay? So make sure you're not getting yourself in any trouble. Now, is it some DOT police out here looking? No, I don't think so. But just to know the proper term to use in certain settings and events depend on who you're around. Like I said, in our community, we use the term very loosely. We're DOT certified, not DOT certified. Yeah, no. Okay, girl, we ain't trying to, we're elevating. We're gonna use the right terms in the right places. So yes, just to confirm, you are not DOT certified. You are a specimen collector who performs drug testing for DOT operators, okay? Don't let DOT find out you out here saying they certified you, girl, because they don't offer certification. They work with companies that offer certifications. But yeah, let me see if I wrote anything else out here. Oh, none non-DOT testing. Let's say, for example, rapid testing. If you are performing rapid testing, you have to be very careful. I know all of us say how easy it is, because it is. I mean, it's a service that's pretty much easy. It shouldn't take you no more than like 10 minutes to do, maybe 15 at the most, with paperwork to complete a DOT or a non-DOT. But I want to speak specifically about rapid testing, because you don't have to have a certification. We all know you do need your CLIA. We all know that. That's been mentioned on my platform and so many others' platforms. You need your CLIA, right? C-L-I-A, CLIA. Look it up and find the long term, but it's C-L-I-A. You can go to your state's website, your Secretary of State's website, and find out how to get your CLIA in your state. But this video is not about that. When you're doing rapid testing, you need your CLIA. You need any type of results form, of course. You need your cups, you need your rapid cups. You can mark it on your own or however you want to do it, but you need the client, obviously. And then you need an MRO. Yes, you need a lab. You need someone that if that test comes back positive, which the professional term is non-negative. Yeah, instead of negative and positive, it's negative and non-negative, which is positive. Depending on the company, they may want confirmation. They may want to know, okay, what's in that positive urine. And if you don't have an MRO or lab or anybody to test it, how are you going to give them confirmation? Now, granted, some companies won't need confirmation, and if they don't, make sure on your forms that you have somewhere either in the remarks section or something that they can sign off to saying that they did not want confirmation. Just to protect yourself, if it comes back positive, you don't know what's going to happen once that donor or employee leave your office. You might get caught up in the mix of some stuff you have nothing to do with, because all you are is the collection site, right? But yeah, so cover yourself if they say they don't want confirmation. If it comes back negative or positive, they just want to know the results. Okay, kudos. I'm going to have you sign off to that. However, if you do want the results, me personally, because I'm just a collection site, I don't have the authority or means to be able to give you the results that you're looking for, right? So it's best for me to have a house account. With your house account, that is going to provide you a lab that can test the specimen and see what drugs are in there, along with sending it to an MRO, which is a medical review officer. That term is very highly used over in DOT, but I don't hear enough people talking about how useful it is to have in non-DOT, because yeah, certain situations can arise and you need to protect yourself, but you also need to be prepared for that. So along with just having your CLIA, along with just having the specimen cups and the clients and the results form. Results forms is cool. You can make your own and have them digitally, or you can just go on the big A, click the link in my bio, and I have some non-DOT forms, and you can give everybody their copies. I think it's a 3-ply, and everybody get their copies for the non-DOT. But yeah, they're linked under every video, especially my long form videos. Now my shorts, I don't go through all that, but my long form videos, I always try to have a description and a link for everybody who wants to like just shop, purchase whatever that I offer. And it's a good way to stay connected with me on my other platform as well. But yeah, y'all, it's more than just those things. Like I said, it's a very simple, easy process. No, you do not need no certification to do it, but you do need to be prepared for the what if. So do not count out getting you a house account. And if you need help with that, of course, y'all can always book a call with me. I can help you along the way. I don't have an ebook for non-DOT drug testing. I don't actually have any ebooks for anything with drug testing just yet, because I want to make sure that I am very comfortable and been doing this for a while before I start offering ebooks for things that I'm still new to, versus I do have something for y'all as far as DNA and how to properly structure your business, which is also linked. So if this information was new to you and you had never heard of it, depending on how long you've been in the business, if it was new, kind of let me know. Like I said, y'all know sharing is caring, no gatekeeper this way. If it was helpful or you have any questions, please make sure you go and leave your comments in the comment section of the video. I do try to check my comments and reply to everyone. Just give me some time if I don't reply right away, but I am here to help and share along this journey. That's the whole purpose of my platform here and on TikTok, is to share my journey. So as I'm finding out information that I feel like is not talked about enough, then I'll make sure I'll come over here and share it in a sit down video versus a quick little tip, on my TikTok. Okay, so like I said, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, Make sure you share the video to someone who needs to hear it. Cut on your post notifications so you never miss a video. And then, yeah, that's it, y'all. Until the next video. Peace.